Hey everyone, my name's Jeremy, and in this video I'm going to be giving some first impressions on the Tower Strings Entertainer Violin that I bought through Fiddlershop.com. It's a really affordable violin for a beginner violinist like me. I'll also preface this video by saying I am by no means a professional violinist. This is just first impressions from a beginner. This video is going to be for people that are interested in purchasing this violin through Fiddlershop.com, and I'll just talk a little bit about what you're going to get. So this is the case that came with it. When it was delivered, it came in a really nice box that was fitted to the violin shape, and I opened it up and it was just beautifully packaged, wrapped in plastic. And Fiddlershop actually installs a little, I don't know what they call it, but a little piece of cardboard that goes over the strings and over the bridge, and that just prevents the strings and the bridge from getting messed up during transport. As Fiddlershop tells you, it's really the setup that makes the difference. And that was completely evident when I got it. It was essentially ready to play out of the box. The case itself is just, pretty standard case, lightweight. It's a nice, kind of like a burgundy color. Has a little pocket right up here that you can store things in. Nice pocket, you can probably music or something in there. Has a really nice handle. This is one of my favorite parts. The handle is just really, it feels nice. It's firm, and when you're carrying the case, it doesn't feel like it's flapping all over the place. You feel like you have some control. So once you open it up, you just pull this right here. The zipper goes all the way around. And then you just have this, which is a little piece of Velcro there that holds that in place, that little flap. Pull that up and open up the case. And then you have the violin right inside. Right when you open it, you get this little piece of covering that you can take off that just protects the violin. So take that off. You get this beautiful kind of velvety material that the violin is sitting in. And a nice big pocket over here. A really nice fitted pocket for the violin, and you get a little cubby over here. Then right over here you just have this back panel where you have a spot for your bow. To get the bow out, there's just a little switch that you just move right there. I didn't see that the first time I did it, so I was kind of struggling to get the bow out. But you just move that down and the bow, will come easily out. There you go. The bow comes out like that. And voila. I wasn't sure about the bow. I had read in some of the reviews the bow, people needed to replace it because they said it was just really bad. The bow itself, it's made of ebony and Brazil wood and the horsehair. And there's actually these, it looks like stone inserts or something like that. It's for someone that really doesn't know much about bows, it's, for me, it's perfect. It's like the perfect starter bow. I did notice it when you're playing the violin, it sometimes bounces, but other than that, been really nice. Something to note, it is an all-wood violin, which I was aware of when I bought it, but I really wasn't sure what to expect in terms of the quality. In the description, it says it's made of spruce and maple that has been dried for 2 years. And I noticed if you're looking at the violins, the ones, as they get more expensive, the wood is dried for longer and longer. So this, I was like, oh my god, it's only dried for 2 years? So I wasn't sure what to expect, but it is just absolutely beautiful wood. And, I haven't handled another violin before, but as a first violin, a first impression, it's just beautiful. You can tell it's an all-natural wood. The finish is just really warm. A lot of the cheaper violins, I noticed the finish would be really glossy and kind of reflective, and I did not want that at all. So I was really happy when I got this, and it just has this really subtle satin lacquer over top, and it's just really beautiful. It shimmers slightly in the light, but not too much, and it really, you can tell it's just a natural look. In addition, you get this really nice lines that run around the edge, detail work, really pretty. I appreciate that. And as the description says, you do get all ebony fittings. You get ebony pegs up here at the top, an ebony fingerboard, as well as an ebony chin rest. So you really do get all ebony. I personally don't find it that comfortable. I've been trying to figure it out and figure out the most comfortable position for my chin, but I'm thinking maybe down the road I will get a different chin rest for there. The bridge itself is also something interesting to note because I know in the description with Fiddlershop they said the bridge was an Asian wood bridge, which I didn't really know what that meant, but when you actually get the violin, I was looking at it, and it says the bridge is Superior France. And I looked up the company a little bit, and it is a company that makes bridges in France. So what I'm wondering is if the bridge itself is made out of wood from Asia, but made in France, and then put on the violin. So I think it actually is a bridge from France, but I'm really not sure. Either way, it's a really beautiful bridge, and you can see that during their setup. You can see like the effort that Fiddlershop put into it, because it just perfectly fits this particular violin. The strings themselves, just to go into a little more detail, you have your 4 strings, and they are steel strings. And when you get the violin, they'll be all set by Fiddlershop, all set up in tune. However, if you do need to install your little note label here, which I got, I just bought it through fiddlershop.com, you have to undo the strings a little bit just to be able to fit it underneath, which of course will screw up the tuning. So if you can, my recommendation is if you're buying one through Fiddlershop, tell them that you're going to be buying one, so you could give them a call, their customer service, and they'll just take that as a note and they'll put that on for you before it ships. Another thing to note is the violin does come with fine tuners, and they do work. I did some tuning with them. They do work pretty nicely and haven't had any issues there. So I'll just give one little note on the sound. I'm not a violin specialist or a professional violinist, at least not yet. I'll let you be the judge of the sound. I'll just give you a little video here of me playing it. Yeah, so that's a little idea of how it sounds. Also with the violin, you get a microfiber cloth, which is just really handy to have for cleaning the violin. You get some rosin that comes with it. And the rosin, it's a little thing of rosin, but you'll be using it for quite some time. As you know, when you're rosining a bow, it really doesn't use that much. I found it to be really nice. Also, there is a shoulder rest that came with the violin. It feels like a basic shoulder rest. It has some nice foam padding there. The violin also came with a little silencer that you can put over the strings. I tried it, but I really didn't notice much of a difference. And I put it like pretty much straight on top of the bridge. Also included was a digital tuner. It was a little bit confusing to learn how to use at first, but once I figured it out, it worked great. I also wanted to mention, I really felt good about purchasing through Fiddlershop because also it's a US-based company. They're just based down in Florida. So I felt better supporting a local business, especially now with this coronavirus pandemic happening. And it's nice to know that you could just give them a call if you have any issues, and they can help you out. But yeah, overall, that's my impressions on this violin. It's my first ever violin, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But for being a complete beginner, I'm just thrilled with it. It's overall just a really nice quality violin, and I feel even better that I have Fiddlershop to go to if I have any issues with it. And also there's so many tutorials online that Fiddlerman does. Just even how to hold the bow. They have a lot of rich content out there, so that was another selling point for me. And so far I've just been really thrilled with the violin, and I look forward to continue playing it. So anyways, that was my little review on this Tower Strings Entertainer Violin by Fiddlershop. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead and you all stay safe during this coronavirus pandemic. Thanks. Bye everyone.